Today on DC News Now, it's a beautiful Thursday, but forecaster Brittany Ward is tracking rain in the days to come.
Heads up to drivers, stay out of priority bus lanes, how the district is cracking down on traffic enforcement, and we'll tell you just how expensive the fine you could be slapped with.
Then bringing the library to families across the DC area, we're turning your kids into bookworms while stretching your dollar. Also, the race to the election day is entering its final leg. Get the latest from the campaign trail ahead of the presidential debate. And the Commanders suiting up for the first game of the season as the NFL prepares for week number 1. Catch up on all the action as the countdown to kickoff continues. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at noon. I'm Mark Hall. We're following breaking news this hour. The Washington Commanders have fired their vice president of content after making harsh comments about the players, fans, and other general managers around the league. O'Keefe Media Group released a video of Commanders Vice President Rylan Teen making those comments while on a date with one of their employees. In the video, Teen says the fans were high school educated alcoholics and called them mouth breathers. One fan we spoke to says the comments were hurtful.
Fans that are doing good. I mean, I raised with my group of other Commanders fans in the parking lot last year, nearly $10,000 for breast cancer.
This is a breaking news story, and we're going to continue to follow this both on air and online at DCNewsNow.com. Also developing now, the suspect connected to a D.C. police officer's death has been arrested. 27-year-old Terrell Bailey is accused of tossing a gun into a storm drain last week. That gun later accidentally went off and killed Officer Wayne David when he tried to remove it from the drain. Police say that Bailey was arrested last night. Weather forecaster Brittany Ward joins us now with the latest check on the forecast. Another nice day in the region, Brittany.
Yes, it's going to be a gorgeous day once again, Mark. We are tracking more sunny skies, those cooler temperatures, and overall dry conditions, but that begins to change as we head into your weekend. So at least enjoy the next couple of hours. Satellite and radar showing you not even a cloud in the sky. When we zoom satellite and radar out, showing you the clouds are really situated off towards our south at the Virginia as well as Carolina border, all thanks to this spinning low. Now this will continue to stay off to the east, not affecting us at all, but we are going to be keeping an eye out on that cold front that is off into the west. That will begin to dive its way into our area as we head into your weekend, and that's going to be sparking up a few showers and storms as well. Now this morning, yes, it was once again another chilly night out there. Overnight lows though dipped down into the 60s here in the nation's capital, so it wasn't a bad morning here, but as you head further off to the north and west, out towards Hagerstown as well as Cumberland, we saw those lows in the 40s, so you really needed the jacket. But as you are heading out for lunch right now, not looking too bad. Won't need the jacket stepping out as we are seeing those temperatures rise in the upper 60s to mid 70s across the board. Highs today will still be below average for this time of year, but we will be just a tad bit warmer today, and we'll slowly start to see a warming trend as we head through your day on Friday. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast and what to expect coming up.
Brittany, thank you. The trial is underway in the case of two teenage girls charged in the murder of a D.C. man. The two teens are charged in the death of 64-year-old Reggie Brown. They're accused of attacking Brown along Georgia Avenue Northwest, allegedly kicking him and beating him to death, an attack caught on camera. The argument in court on Tuesday was about suppressing identifications from witnesses in the case and suppressing statements made by the 14-year-old girl. Her defense team argues that she made incriminating statements to detectives last fall when she was just 13 years old. And prosecutors say the interview wasn't coercive, and they also say that she wasn't in custody, and she made those statements voluntarily. Our Randy Bass is in the courtroom right now, and she'll give us an update as we learn more. Also on DC News Now at 4 later on. Well, the Manassas man accused of concealing his wife's dead body is back in court today. Naresh Bhatt faced a judge at around 10 this morning. He was arrested exactly 2 weeks ago, more than 3 weeks after his wife, Mamta Kafli Bhatt, had been reported missing. Manta is still classified as a missing person, and police say that her body has still not been found. Friends and family and officials say that they do not believe that she's still alive. Prosecutors allege that Naresh killed Manta in the couple's home and then hid her body. Following today's appearance, Manta is also set to face a grand jury in October. Developing now, tragedy in Georgia after officials say a 14-year-old boy opens fire at his high school yesterday. He kills 2 students and 2 teachers and injures nearly a dozen others. Police say the 14-year-old shooter is being charged as an adult with murder. The shooter is in jail and will be taken to a regional youth detention facility sometime today. This all happened about an hour northeast of Atlanta. One student at the school says that she was in band class when she heard shots.
Soldier said, like, get in the uniform room. I just, like, I don't know, I kind of, like, turned off for a second, and I just got, like, all shaky, and I got really scared. So I got in there, I just kind of, like, started crying, and I was in there praying, and it was a lot.
This is the latest among dozens of school shootings across the country in recent years as parents and children adapt to regular active shooting drills in classrooms. MCPS putting emphasis on student safety in the new school year. The school district's new security and compliance officer, former Montgomery County Police Chief Marcus Jones, says it'll be an all-hands-on-deck approach. New safety measures this year include installing vape detectors in all high schools, blocking access to social media on the MCPS network, also launching a pilot program to limit cell phone use and student IDs for all high school students.
Board of Education and Dr. Taylor, we have really worked hard to focus that within the system.
Well, Jones also talked about metal detectors, saying that the security team plans to do more research on them before they make a decision whether to use them in schools. Heads up to D.C. drivers, stay out of priority bus lanes. We're learning new details about the district's Clear Bus Lanes program. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons has more on the district cracking down in hopes to clear out bus lanes to improve traffic safety.
So far, the district has issued more than 176,000 tickets for parking in a bus zone since the start of this year, and a driver in violation could be slapped with a $100 ticket. And that adds up to more than $15 million in citations in the district alone. The District Department of Transportation and Metro warned drivers against stopping, standing, or parking in priority bus lanes and bus zones. Those lanes are often marked in red paint with signage. They are also using camera technology to identify violators. The cameras are mounted on a bus windshield and captures the violation as well as the driver's license plate. This year, they have issued more than 176,000 tickets for parking in a bus zone, more than 45,000 tickets for unauthorized vehicles parked in a bus lane, more than 3,000 tickets for unauthorized vehicles driving in a bus lane. But the district also points out that before issuing these citations, the program first issued pre-program warning tickets since July of last year. For now, in the studio, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Well, we continue to follow news that we broke earlier. Five-time NBA champion Earvin Magic Johnson is joining the Washington Spirits investor group. The team announced the move this morning, and Johnson already holds partial ownership stakes in several teams, including the Commanders and the LA Dodgers. And he says that he's excited to be part of the Spirit and the National Women's Soccer League's growth. Well, with the weather changing, we'll soon be adjusting to new routines when it comes to outdoor activities like biking. Cycling experts in Hagerstown say it's a good time to remind everyone to be careful when riding bikes as the sun goes down earlier.
As the daylight gets shorter, you'll want to look for reflective gear and get a good light set.
You're in the market for a new bike. It's certainly a good time to buy now. The shop says that their inventory is back to pre-pandemic levels. Well, a local nonprofit is working to bring in home libraries to families across the D.C. area. Morning anchor Tanai Wright has a look at the Bookshelf Project.
It's something that I want for all children.
Akeem Maad is talking about a bookshelf full of books in every home.
A bookshelf provides stability. A bookshelf provides space in the home that's recognized as something significant and important for that child growing up in that home.
In 2017, he founded the Bookshelf Project. Ma'at says the goal of the nonprofit is to provide early literacy resources to help children develop grade-appropriate reading skills.
Many of the students who we support are not necessarily reading on grade level, and many of those students are students of color. So it is important for us to support families in those situations with books that are culturally relevant, because the data is clear that children who get to see themselves in books, respect those books or enjoy those books a lot more.
To sign up, parents can go to the Bookshelf Project's website and register to get a free bookshelf. Then, over time, the organization will deliver books to help fill it.
It's really a passion of mine, being a former school teacher, but just being somebody who believes in our community, but more importantly, believes that if the children are doing well, then our people, our society will grow and do well.
How does it feel to be able to do this for families who sign up?
I can't tell you, there are really no words for me, especially as a Black man, to be able to do this. But again, there are so many families that are so appreciative of what we do and the opportunity to be able to provide books for their children.